I didn't swear.
Good student, so.
Good.
Okay. So if you take out your exam that I gave you before the exams, if you don't have it, you can open it on Moodle. Okay, so we'll go through the exam together. Right. So section A. So for section A, okay. So for section A, you need to answer all questions in section A. So first question. They say, find the equation of the line parallel to this one. What? 7x plus 3y equals 5. And they say it cuts the x-axis when x is minus 2. Okay. So it's parallel to this. So what do I need to do with this first?
Get the stuff. Make it right. Reordered and get the stuff.
Yeah, so you get 3y equals minus 7x plus 5. So what's the m? Minus 7 over 3, yeah. So I have y equals m x plus c. Now I use my point to find the c. 0 equals 14 over 3 plus c. So c equals minus 14 over 3. So my answer is y equals minus 7 over 3 x minus 14 over 3. Yes? Yes, practice exam number 1. But you went too far down. That was end of semester 2. No, I can get it. No. This one, in the middle of the screen. Practice exam 1. Did you write this down?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, on the second one, what they're wanting you to do is to solve 7x plus 8y equals 4 and 2x. Joseph, I'm actually surprised you're here. 2x plus 3y equals minus 1. What's the best way to solve this? Well, that's one way, yeah. If we were to use elimination, what would I need to multiply them by?
7 and no.
Yeah, 7 and 2.
3.
Multiply by 2, multiply by 7. So this gives me 14x plus 16y equals 8. And then the next one here, 14x plus 21y equals minus 7. Now, what do I do next with these two? Minus, yeah. So 14x minus 14x is gone. 21y minus 16y, that's 5y. Minus 7 minus 8 is minus 15. So therefore, y is equal to minus 3. I can put that back into this one to get me the x. I have 2x minus 9 equals minus 1. So that means 2x will be equal to 8 if I take the 9 over. So then I get x is 4. So I have my two answers here. So that's number 2 done. Okay. Number 3 now. Yeah, multiply two matrices together here. 3 minus 2, 4, 0. Multiply minus 1, 5, 2 minus 3. You can do this directly. So first these two, yeah, multiply these two. So that'll be, you have it there, Afra? What is it? Yeah. Yeah, what will it be? Minus 3 and, that's actually a minus there, minus 4, so minus 7. And the next one would be this and this. So that would be 15 plus 6, 21. And then this one here, and this one here would be minus 4. And then this one here, with this one here, would be 20.
So I got the same numbers but in different orders.
Ooh, that's a problem. It needs to be the same order. Exactly the same numbers,
Yeah.
but in a different order. One slight problem with this question, if you have to, how many people have the question in front of them? What do you think is a problem with question 3 if you read the question? Any problems you can see with it? It's perfect? You sure? One small problem with question 3, he doesn't tell you the order in which you are to multiply them, or she. They just say multiply this matrix and this matrix. But we know that if we change the order, we get a different answer.
Not different answer because I solved it, but I got the same number.
You did it the other way around? Same numbers, but a different order.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that counts as a different answer. They need to be in the same spot. Yes, Leslie?
I got a little problem here.
What, with this one?
Yeah. I don't know why it's wrong.
Why yours is wrong?
Yeah.
Three times minus 1 minus 2 times 2. That's right. Okay. You wrote the question down wrong, Leslie.
Yeah.
That should be minus 3.
Oh, okay.
Alright?
Yes.
Yes?
If they don't tell you like the order to multiply, then you always just assume and take the first one.
Yeah, but I don't like when you have to assume something in a maths exam. They should have said what the order is, but the best you can do is keep it in the same order as it is in the sentence. Do we know the word in English that you put at the sentence to keep the order the same? So for example, can we all listen? If I said XYZ is 1, 2, 3, Does that mean x is 1, y is 2, and z is 3?
And sequence and
Well, yeah, you don't know. So if I said x, y, z is 1, 2, 3, do we know the word we need to put at the end of the sentence to mean keep the order the same and match them up? Yeah, respectively.
yeah, we get on GB on AB homework.
Oh, that word.
Yeah.
No, I think that word we did was consecutively, which means one after the other. So it's not a big deal, but it's good to know these words. All right, can I go to the next page? I can scroll up a bit if you didn't get it. Okay, so number 4 now. Division, long division. So we have x minus 3 divided into 5x squared minus 13, oh sorry, that's a cubed, minus 13x squared minus 10x plus 12. Okay. So, first one now, x into 5x cubed, what do we get? 5x squared. So here I get 5x cubed minus 15x squared, and when I subtract, what do I have? 2x squared. And carry the remainders down. What's the next one? It'll be 2x. Carry out the multiplication. 2x squared minus 4x. And now I divide. Minus 6x plus 12. Last one will have to be minus 6. And I get minus 6x. Wait, what went wrong? 6 is 18.
minus 4, that's it.
Here?
Yes, it's
Oh, this is a,
six.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 6. So that makes this
Minus 4.
minus 4. Which makes this
4.
minus 4. Okay, so that'll be a minus 4x plus 12. Remainder 0.
Steven, when you present your answer for this, can you just leave it like that? Or do you have to write it in a form?
In this one, that's it. That's the answer, all of that. Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there another
Oh, I
one?
mean, yeah, I see what you mean. Should you write something like 5x cubed minus 13x squared minus 10x plus 12 divided by x minus 3 equals 5x squared plus 2x minus 4. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, something.
I won't take any marks away if you don't write this down. You'll still get full marks with this. It does look nice to write this, but it doesn't get you any extra marks.
What about the one where you have to expand out, like, expand out all the factors?
Oh, the factors.
The factor one,
Yeah.
that might be a little different. I think that's in section B though. In section A, they tend to be short questions, so you should just, it should be enough just to have what I just have. That will get you full marks. Okay, number 5 now. We need to solve 6y squared plus 5y less than or equal to 12y plus 5. So, just bring the terms together. 6y squared, 5y minus 12y, minus 7y minus 5 less than or equal to 0. We can probably factor this. Let's see, let's 3, 6 and 1, 5 and 2 is 10 is 4, 3 and 2 maybe. 3y here, 2y here. 2 and 5 is 10. And then 1. Well, it has to be a 5 and a 1 for sure. Not that way. Maybe it could be a 1 and a 5 here. That would be 3 and that would be 10. No, okay, I guess it has to be 6 and 1 then. 6 and 1, 11.
Three and five is correct.
It was 3 and 2?
5. 3y and 2y.
3 and 2? 5 and 1?
Minus 5.
Oh,
plus
yeah.
1.
It's too early. 10 and 3, the difference is 7, yes. Okay, so that's, I need this one to be negative and this one to be positive. Yeah?
Understand.
Yes.
We use a.
Yeah. I just don't have a calculator.
Okay.
So yes, you can, yeah. Right, so a little graph here. So there is minus a half. And then this one here is 5 over 3. And it's less than 0, so I want the piece underneath. So that means x is between 5 over 3 and minus a half. Okay. Number 6, they want you to use Pascal's triangle to expand 2x minus 3y cubed, and the triangle is 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, and then what we need 1, 3, 3, 1. So we have 1, make sure I have enough space, 3, 3, 1. Okay, so if you remember how these work, you start off with this one here. So that's 2x power 3, 2x squared, power 2, and then 2x. And then at the back, what do I have here? 3y cubed, and here 3y squared, here 3y, nothing. And then lastly, the sign, negative here, that means positive, negative, positive, negative. So I just need to go to a new page. I'll scroll up though. Okay. Come on.
Overstepped.
Right, just sit down and be quiet. So this one here will be 8x cubed minus 4 times not 36, x squared y, 9 times 6, 54, x, y squared minus 27y cubed. I hope. Okay.
So I have a question.
Yes?
What if we started from 3y instead of 2x? Like 3y cubed, 3y squared, 3y.
At the front?
Yeah.
No, that might be, the signs will be wrong then.
So So we always start from the first.
Yes, first to first, last to last.
So what if you have 1 minus 2x? You start with 1?
Yeah.
So you go 1 cube, 1
Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Number 7 now. X power 1 over 6 equals 3x power 2 over 3. Okay. So what you do is just divide. So you get x power 2 over 3. That will equal 3. Now, what do I do when I divide? I subtract. So 1 over 6 minus 2 over 3. That'd be 1 over 6 minus 4 over 6 minus 3 over 6 minus a half. Is that right? How do I get rid of that minus a half? Well, no. Log would be okay, but there's an easier way. But log would work. I put a power minus 2 on both sides. Because minus a half times minus 2? 1. So x power 1 is just x. So x equals 1 over 9. And if you didn't like that, you're right. You could use log also here if you wanted to. I won't do that with you because I don't think it's the best way for this example. But if you want to use log, you can. I won't stop you. Okay. That's number 7 already. Number 8 now is a log 1. Okay, number 8. Solve, is it? Yeah, log 5, no, log base 3, x plus 3, plus log base 3, x minus 5 equals 2. Okay. Same base, and I'm adding, so what do I do? First rule of logs, most important rule of logs, multiply. So I have x plus 3 multiply x minus 5 equals 2. Multiplying them out, I get x squared, 3x minus 5x minus 2x minus 15 equals 2. Multiplying these. Now if you remember the definition of log 3, all of this equals 2. What that means is 3 to the power of 2 will equal x squared minus 2x minus 15. That's what essentially log means, that 3 to what power gives me this, 3 to the power of 2 will give me this. So I'll scroll back up. Okay, so I get now x squared minus 2x minus 24 equals 0. It'd have to be something like 4 and 6, wouldn't it? So I get x minus 6x plus 4. Is that right? Yeah, so I get x equals 6 or minus 4. But in the question, you're told that x needs to be greater than 5. So reject because x needs to be greater than 5. So the answer is x equals 6.
So they didn't ask us which one to use, so we have to check in the log equation, right?
Yeah.
Positive answer.
The question says x must be more than 5. Hey, come on. Why are you so late considering you live on campus? And I talked to you before about this, didn't I?
Yeah.
Sit down. Okay, so that's number 8. Now number 9. Shug, please don't make me exclude you from class. No, no, just be quiet. This is very, very important. Okay. This is the only time I'm doing a past exam with you. 9 now. So I give you y equals 3 cos x plus 5x minus 2 minus 7e 3x. And I want the derivative when x is 1.2. So just using all the rules here, what does cos become? Minus sine minus 10x minus 3 minus 21e 3x. So the powers came down and the cos becomes the sine, the minus sign. Now I tell you, or they tell you, x is 1.2. So y derivative will equal minus 3 sine 1.2 minus 10, 1.2 minus 3 minus 21e 3.6. So, can I have a calculator, please? Somebody must have a calculator.
No.
Are you kidding me? You going to type this in for me, Nas? Can you make sure it's in radians, please?
Yeah.
So wait. For equation that we have sine or cosine, we always have to have a calculator in radians?
No, I told you how it works, Shug.
It's supposed to be degrees.
No, I told you how it works.
What?
Look at x. X equals 1.2 in the question. There's no degree symbol on it, which means it's radians. I told you this more than once.
People forget.
Maybe people who were on time wouldn't forget.
My alarm, it was outside, it didn't ring, I swear.
On your phone also?
Yeah, my phone was
Oh yeah, the phone, of course, the phone.
so I had to run it.
Yeah. Did you get an answer, Nas?
7,607.
Wait. Are you sure about that? It seems too big. Who else has a calculator? You know what? I'll just use the one on my computer. Yes? You have one? Okay. Thank you. So let's have a look. Now maybe that's right, Nas, but I don't remember them giving you such big answers. Minus, hang on, mode, radians, okay. Minus 3 sine 1.2 minus 10 times 1.2 power of minus 3 minus 21 e power 3.6. I got minus 777. Lucky 777.
So nothing was weird.
0.14.
You didn't calculate.
Right, well I can't do this in my head now. Now, they say two significant figures. So if the answer was minus 777.146 to two significant figures, what would that be?
Minus 7.7 times 10 power negative.
It'd be minus 780. Because two significant figures means basically that you have two digits at the beginning and the rest are zeros.
We can't use scientific notation.
Yeah, you can use scientific notation, that's fine. So if you wanted to, that would be, where's my pen gone here? That would equal,
7.7 times 10 power negative 2.
yeah, 7.8 times 10 to the 2.
Not negative as you go back.
No, look at it. 7.8 times 100.
Okay.
It's 780. If it was negative, it'd be smaller. All right, that's number. Well, I'll need this for number 10 now. Okay, number 10 now. Integrate from 2 to 3, 2 over x cubed minus 3 ex dx. So if you want that 2 over x cubed you can write that as 2x to the power of minus 3. So that would equal 2x to the power of minus 2 divided by minus 2 minus 3ex. And then you put in the two limits of 2 and 3. So if I put in, well, that will cancel with that. So if I put in 3 first, I get minus 1 over 9 minus 3e3, and then I put in the 2, and I get minus 1 over 4 minus 3e squared. So that'd be a quarter minus a ninth plus 3e squared minus 3e cubed. So that'd be 36. 9 minus 4 is 5 plus 3e squared. That's 1 minus e.
So see when the first one's 1 over 4?
Here's 1 over 4.
No.
Here?
No, the bottom.
Oh, this is, yeah, oh, sorry, yeah, this is a 4, yeah. Okay, so let's see what we get for this now. 5 over 30, oh, I forgot to press it first on his. 5 over 36 plus 3e squared times 1 minus e. Now, they say, no, they don't say anything about significant figures. So this is a good answer, but you should also write it as a decimal too. Make sure you get full marks. Minus 37.95000. Now, if they don't tell you how many significant figures do you use? 3. So this would be minus 38.0. 3 significant figures. Okay, come on, hurry up, you're late. Shh. Now, what should you do after you calculate this? You should also check your answer if you have these types of calculators. So, you can type it in 2 to 3, 2 over x cubed minus 3 e power x. And the answer is exactly the same, which gives you confidence in the exam because it means you got full marks on this. In fact, the calculator looks like it can do derivatives as well. So I'm going to check. So I know this one's right because I checked it on my calculator. Now I'm going to check this one on the calculator too. So, do you all have this Casio calculator? Above the integrate button, there's also a differentiate button. So shift, okay, let's see. 3 cos x and then we have 5 over x squared.
But I think at the exam you have to put a symbol, right?
Oh yes you do, but we're just checking to make sure we got it right. And then a minus 7 e power 3x. And x here is equal to 1.2. Minus 777. So I know that this is right also. Now, we can even check equations in the calculator. Let's see. I don't know how to do it for this one. Does anybody know how to solve an equation using this?
Which equation?
Any equation.
You just type it in.
Yeah, but there's some menu you should get up first. Oh wait, maybe, Mustafa, do you have the lid with this?
What?
The lid.
No.
Okay. Does anybody else have this with the lid?
Yeah.
And does it say on the lid how to use it to solve for any equation? No, that's not just a list of constants.
So that's cheating.
No, we're checking the answer.
Can I see that?
You can check
later?
online.
No, you can't check online in the exam.
No, but you can check now and go on.
In the instructions, yes. Come on, sit down.